All-important 11 o'clock update.
Florida's most accurate chief meteorologist Dennis Phillips pinpointing the eye of the storm right now. Dennis.
Yeah, Jameson, winds of now 130 miles an hour. It is weakened 10 miles an hour, just hanging on to Cat 4. 1 more mile an hour weaker, it goes down to Cat 3, which is still a major hurricane. But you can see it definitely has weakened over the last several hours. But the track has not changed. We still have hurricane warnings in effect out over the coastal areas. We have tropical storm watches from Polk to Highlands County. But the more we see this, the way I see it, the less likely we have hurricane winds along the coastal area. Here is the latest advisory, and what is the first thing you notice? That cone is no longer over the state of Florida. Now, you do have to remember, a hurricane is not a single point, and hurricane winds extend about 50 miles offshore. But this track, now it's just a matter of hours before we start seeing some changes as a northward turn, starting northwest, will eventually go north later tomorrow, and then accelerating, getting very, very close to the North Carolina area, maybe from Hatteras over to Cape Fear, possibly over the next 2 or 3 days. Here's a closer look, and again, there's the line. Even the margin of error, the cone of uncertainty, stays to our east. But I will tell you what, this is not a wind situation for our coast anyway. I mean, sure, tropical storm force winds, maybe minimal hurricane, but I'm far more concerned about the beach erosion, the coastal flooding, and the surge. And that won't just be in a couple of spots. It'll be all the way up and down the beach from Jacksonville all the way down to West Palm and Fort Pierce. This will long more be remembered as a water situation for our area and a wind situation and water for the Bahamas. There's a look at the track. So why are we so convinced that this is going to start turning in the next 6 hours? It's right there. Trough of low pressure that weakened the ridge, that brown color, that drier air is coming on in, and it's going to help to lift this to the northeast over the next several days and move on out of here. So bottom line, very confident that the winds, tropical storm, maybe gust near hurricane force on the East Coast, little if any impact on our area in terms of wind.